beautiful? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Kat. I had VSG surgery on September 1st, 2020, and today I'm going to be sharing with you 4 mistakes I made post VSG surgery. So let's just go ahead and get right on into it. The first one is eating too quickly. I still struggle with this one, and it's kind of hard. I probably eat my meals in 10 minutes or less, and my doctor gave me this giant binder that I still have. And it says in the binder you're supposed to take 20 minutes to eat. But like, how long does it take to eat 10 bites of food? My point is, I distinctly remember we went to Gulf Shores, Alabama for the first time 2 months after I had my surgery, and I was eating too fast and eating foods I shouldn't have been eating probably. Well, I mean, I was cleared to eat them, but like, I didn't understand that those foods weren't working for me, and that was why I was uncomfortable. But I would end each meal feeling really uncomfortable, feeling like I had food all the way up here, feeling bloated, and a lot of it had to do with what I was eating, but it was also that I was really hungry. So a lot of people post-op either feel one of two things. They're not hungry at all, or they have severe hunger pains. I have severe hunger pains, which is so irritating. I thought I would be one of those people that just doesn't feel hungry. I was really hoping that would be a thing. But even at night sometimes, and I've mentioned this before, if I stay up too late and I haven't had something to eat, I have to eat something just to go to sleep because my stomach will hurt so much I can't go to sleep. But that seems like more of a rare thing, and a lot more people end up with the they're not hungry thing, which I hope to God you have, because this is not particularly fun. It's livable. It's something that I've gotten used to over the last year, but that's not the point. The tip is the issue is that I was eating too fast. I do find that I can eat a little bit more and get a little more protein in if I eat slower. When you scarf, you get full really, really, really fast, and you have less stomach and less stomach acid, so less digestive juices, I guess, to digest things with. So jamming your stomach full all at once is not the best idea. Number 2 is not chewing enough. So this one comes into play a lot when you start adding in like meat, like actual meat, like a piece of steak specifically, or a whole piece of chicken versus like a ground meat option. So steak was like the last thing I was allowed to introduce back into my diet, and I still don't order it very much or buy it very much. I never buy steak for my house. I do order it occasionally when we go out to eat, or like on a Chipotle bowl or something like that, but I very rarely do that because not chewing it enough makes it harder to digest. It's harder for your stomach already to get through things, and not chewing is a big issue. I didn't realize how much I wasn't chewing things until I started chewing things more and became more comfortable. I think that was part of my problem in Gulf Shores. Also, I wasn't chewing enough. So I went back to my binder after that trip, and of course there's a big thing in bold that says chew to baby food consistency. So I really try to do that, and that can be really, really hard to do with things like meat. So again, you're always supposed to eat your protein first, because you need to make sure that gets down before you put anything else extra in, because protein is the most important part. If you're struggling with things like that, I would switch to ground meats, just as a general side note, but chewing to baby food consistency and making sure that you chew your food thoroughly. Even with salad can be hard to digest too. My mother-in-law can't do it anymore. Just as a general note, make sure you are thoroughly chewing your food. Number 3 is my current biggest problem, snacking. Snacking is highly discouraged, okay? Don't snack. And that can be hard because personally I eat like 5 or 6 little meals a day. And so it can feel like it's hard to reframe your brain, right? We've been taught like our whole lives 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner. And then you get this surgery and they're like, no, just like eat when your stomach tells you it's hungry, which like as I'm filming this right now, it's 1 o'clock. I haven't eaten anything today because I've been filming videos all day, and my stomach is suddenly telling me I'm hungry. So when I finish this, I'm gonna eat something. But I mean, it's random, and the hunger pains are different every day, and so it can feel like it's 4:30 and I have to do dinner at 6:30, but I'm hungry right now, so I need to eat something. So I'm gonna eat a snack instead of eating a full meal. but I have to retrain my brain. You need to eat something with protein that's maybe not even considered a snack, you know, instead, because you need a meal right now. Because meals and snacks are about the same size now, which is also more confusing. But I'm not making this sound very easy. The point is to avoid snack foods, I think, is more what I'm trying to get at. So avoid your goldfish and your Cheez-Its. Switch it out for something else like protein chips or protein cookies, or depending on your carb levels. A lot of times when I cook dinners, I make enough so that I can have 1 or 2 extras on the side. So I made spaghetti last night, so I ended up filling 2 containers with extra spaghetti. And then that is what I plan on eating throughout the day today, is eating those 2 extra spaghettis. So just making sure that you have extra meals instead of snacks. Make sure that what you're eating each time fulfills your nutritional needs instead of doing a traditional snack food is my biggest tip. And if you really don't want anything huge and you like Quest protein chips, that would be my suggestion. They have 20 grams of protein in them. Basically, so that if I am in a pinch and I need to eat something and I do not have time, that is what I eat. And number 4 is not drinking enough water. This is one that I think every person struggles with, regardless of if you've had this surgery or not. Nobody drinks enough water, basically. So I have a whole video on how I try to stay hydrated, but that is one of the biggest mistakes that I made, and I think it did cause part of my plateau a while ago that I was able to push through. But making sure that you have enough water is critical for everybody's system. So get you a straw, get you a jug that you like drinking out of, get those water flavor supplement Mio things or Crystal Light, whatever you need. Make sure you get your amount of water in. Everybody's amount is a little bit different. My doctor was telling me 60 ounces, and then to push through my plateau, I ended up with 80 ounces. I changed other things other than the water intake, but adding more water and protein were my 2 biggest things. But do whatever you need to get your water in. That is what I have for you guys today. I know this was super short, but I just wanted to tell you those 4 little mistakes that I made so that hopefully you won't make them too. Or if you have, maybe they'll validate you and make you feel a little bit better, because we are all learning through this process, whether you've had RNY or bypass or VSG or whatever you've had, you know, we're all in this together, you know, High School Musical, go Wildcats. Moving on. Leave me a cat emoji in the comments below if you made it this far, and I will catch you next time. Love you, Warrior Crew. Bye!